that game for you?
Oh, just basically that all 10 of them, I thought, went out there tonight and played their role. They had absolute role clarity. We did a really thorough review after the Mavs won about the learnings we'd made each and every round, both as a team and individually. And I think, everyone was really focused for the full 60 minutes tonight.
And to come up with a 16-point win against a team that had beaten Fever and Swifts in the last two matches and been playing well, that must have been pleasing as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Firebirds have been in really good form the last couple of matches, and so we did our homework on them and scouted them just as we would any other opposition. But I thought, the girls were really good at owning their direct opponent tonight as well. So I thought we won that individual battle right across the court.
And you didn't seem to let off. You might have just quietened off towards the end of the third quarter. You're up by about 18. It came back to 14 after the end of that quarter. But you kept the foot to the floor and or to the throat or whatever you like to say, and finished off really strong, so you must have been happy with that.
Yeah, look, I think I took Steph off at the last bit of that third. Obviously we're still exploring lots of different things for finals. Hopefully we get there. One more game to go, but yeah, just making sure that we have all of our combinations ready to go if need to.
How frustrating is it that it's going to come down to, theoretically, the last match and you having to win that match to make finals?
Oh, it's exciting for the league, not so exciting for us. But, if you deserve to be there, then you win those games. So we'll walk towards it as we have the lots of our last games. We've been under the pump, I think, to make finals for the last 5 or 6 weeks. So I think we approach it just as we have every other week.
Were you happy with the way in the 5-minute super shot part of the game where it seemed to be a bit more smoother this week?
Yeah, I thought we spoke about being brave during the week, and I thought the girls were brave. All three of them actually were targets in that area. Cara plays a little bit of a different role, but she rebounded really well for us in that period as well. So, yeah, I thought they were brave and attacked the contest or the shot at the right time.
Lisa, player of the match on court there. At one stage there, she turned over the ball, but then straight back down to the end and got a turn over again and got the ball back. She was tenacious tonight.
Yeah, I think that's Lisa in a nutshell. Really, her work rate is so high. I think her game has evolved throughout the season, and I think she's an attacking threat, but also a defensive threat for us. So really pleased that she could perform so well in this First Nations round.
And Courtney, you had more game time tonight. How did you find it? And you're pretty happy, like you did pretty well in defence.
Oh, thank you. Happy to keep building. We've had a steady build, so 45 tonight, and as long as I pull up well, it'll be 60 minutes next week, which will be exciting. But just honestly very happy to be back out with the girls and contributing again in a different way. My lungs might have died a little bit in the end, but
They're playing goal defence.
Goal defence, don't know what Belinda's doing to me, but it's okay. Just happy to keep building those combinations with Tazi and Ash, and I think as a unit, as a three, we're such a threat, whoever's out there. And
that's true, isn't it? With the three of you can mix it up.
Yeah, exactly. I think when you've got Ashley and I, you've got two really, really tall girls. So just to confuse that space in the circle, and then, Tansy and I probably have that more natural combination and know how to read each other's game. But I think no matter what we put out there, we train it really well in training, and then we're able to execute in games.
Do you think that was the team's best performance this year? Where does it sort of rate?
I think it was one of our more consistent. Obviously, we've had so many close games this year. We're actually able to put together, I guess, a three-quarter performance, 3 quarters, looking for that fourth quarter.
3 and
3 quarters, I think it was a good one. I think, our consistency and that freedom to play in defence, see ball, get ball, and then I just thought, Steph just was beautiful in attack, so I just think, it was an absolute incredible game by all 10 of us.
There was some really just fluency in the attack there for most of that game, just with slick passing, it was great, just bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, I'd hate to defend against it.
No, I thought they were actually a bit smarter in our attack today. We've always had that great work ethic, trying to get that ball speed, but I thought they balanced the court really nicely and had played tempo moments really well as well.
Does that give you confidence, the way they played, the way you won, the way you kept going and didn't relax, going into an important game next week against Thunderbirds and then hopefully into the finals?
Yeah, it's always good to have a win like that to build confidence, and I think it's exactly what this team needed. I think, when you lose those narrow ones, we quite often go into halftime up, so it was really good that we could finish off the game in that manner, and I think the girls have had confidence, but this one just gives us that extra confidence leading into a very formidable T-Bird side, and I think we'll have to be brave again next week.
And talk to me about your rotations. You got everyone out tonight, and they all got quite substantial minutes. Is that part of the game plan, just to make sure that legs are ready for finals?
Oh, it wasn't a plan to put them all out there. It was pretty much just reading the game, and I thought, like I said at the beginning, they all had absolute role clarity if they were to enter the game, what that was going to be tonight. And I thought Rue entered beautifully. She gets put in those pressured moments, but she had a really calm mind tonight, which was great. And yeah, all of them really actually came on in different moments and did really well tonight.
And I saw Mahalia getting a little bit of treatment. Is she all right? She did come out and take a screamer of an intercept when she did get back on.
Yeah, no, Mahalia's fine. She had a bit of a contest. I don't know who it was with, and just hit her knee, I think. And she's obviously had those knee issues in the past. But yeah, no, she was fully fit to fire at the end of the game. And yeah, that intercept was a beauty.
You're tempted to give Riley more time in that 5 minutes, like throughout the game, rather than just a minute or two in a couple of quarters. You're tempted to take Cara off.
We've chopped and changed that all season, so it is just finding that formula, but I think it depends on who you're playing as well and what that looks like. So we won't tell anyone exactly when we're going to enter Riley, but we'll keep reading the game. But I love the way that Riley, even if she gets entered before the 5 minutes or within the 5 minutes, she's actually entering with real confidence, which is a credit to the age that she is.
Belinda, you scored 23 in the first 2 quarters of that game. Where does that measure in terms of your 1.2 point netball? Have they hit that target that you're looking for them to achieve?
Yeah, we spoke about scoreboard pressure in the change room, actually. We know we are a great scoring team, and I think we matched it with some great defence tonight as well to put pressure on them. So I think, 23 is not a bad score to knock on the first 2 quarters. So I think, we're definitely going to attack the scoreboard against all opposition. That's our threat. I think without a tall, I think we do that really well with that moving circle.
You said you're going to be, on Thursday, that you're going to be more aggressive against the Firebirds. Seemed to work. Were you happy with the way, the level of aggressive physicality, and will you continue next week?
Yeah, I think it was just our intent, basically. So the intent in our movement in attack and our intent to have a crack at ball tonight was the difference between probably the last couple of weeks in defence. So yeah, that aggression probably was our intent on the ball.